Going live. Hey,
You are
hey.
live. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Welcome to December 2020, the last minute movies of the year.
Welcome, welcome. Happy holidays.
Yeah, I hope everyone's enjoying their winter holidays, whichever ones you celebrate. Yeah.
Cool.
Hello, Chris and Elliot. I see you guys chatting in the chat about who was going to talk. Elliot, I can send you the link and you can both come on and chat about the film. Let me just forward you the email. All right. So today we have a good showing of films. We have like 9 films, I think. So that'll be fun. A nice screening on this evening, December evening.
Yeah, December evening. Minute movies. So, what have what have we received so far this year? That's that we can talk about. It's been an interesting year, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. A lot has happened this year. Well, shall we get started with this screening?
So is Tom? Let's see. He's probably
Tom is
Tom is up. He's in
Yeah, let me add Tom to our live stream. There we go.
Oh, hey, Tom.
Hi.
Hey.
Sarah, you look like you're in some kind of wilderness cabin.
I am in a wilderness cabin.
Is that Ted Kaczynski's wilderness cabin?
No, I'm in Winthrop.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, cross-country ski trip for Christmas week.
Oh, fantastic. Is there a lot of snow?
I hope we get more snow. It's supposed to snow tonight. I hope we receive some snow.
Receiving snow.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
So, should I say something, or are we still waiting?
Yeah, we can just jump right in. Anything you want to say about your film before we start it?
Yeah, I'm not too much. I find myself doing like I make travel videos. Sometimes I'm working on a couple right now, and I make fiction videos. I'm working on a kind of a Jaws kind of thing, a longer piece now, and I just finished a documentary about Donald Trump's new business venture, Trump Travel. So I just released that, but that's like 5 or 6 minutes. That's like 5 or 6 minutes long. But what I tend to do for this group is I'll find myself in some circumstances. Like in this case, I was in this takeout restaurant that I frequent, and I'm just looking at it and thinking, this is beautiful. There's this mirror and an empty table and the lines of the ceiling, and it's just physically beautiful. It kind of reminds me of an Edward Hopper painting, but I just need some character in it. And so I turn on my phone camera and I sit there, and then the people enter and leave, and and I'm just doing it because I think it's beautiful, and then sometimes it works out that I can kind of adapt it to a minute movie, and so that's what I did in this case. Is I made up, a title, and I think it sort of is a receiving kind of movie. And that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. I think maybe I took in my 20s, maybe I took too much acid or smoked too much dope or something, but I just find myself looking at these sort of banal kind of scenes and thinking, that's beautiful.
Yeah, well, shall we watch it?
Sure, yes. You're welcome.
Thank you. Is it playing? Nice. It's environmental.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
So where are you?
very environmental.
So
where are you at these days, Tom?
I'm still in Thailand.
Okay.
I'm a couple hours south of Bangkok on the Bay of Thailand. So did you notice my cameo in that?
No, I didn't catch it.
I usually avoid having myself in anything, but when I went back to watch the footage when I was making this, I noticed that in the very bottom left-hand corner of the mirror, you can see me. I didn't even know that. I would have changed position if I had known that. So I go back and watch it, and I think, oh, there I am. I'm doing like a Hitchcock, entering myself in my own movie. But you didn't even notice it, huh?
No, I didn't.
So
I think it's mostly the top of my head, I think.
that was all the sound was like from the restaurant there?
No, I added that. That was free music from Cyberlink, which is what I use, Power Director. So the music, only thing I did was I did change the color a bit. The restaurant's color isn't quite that blue. And I slowed down the one video of the woman walking through because otherwise it would have just been, too quick. And I think I slowed down the kid a little bit also. But yeah, I think the original footage was maybe 15 minutes long. I just, cut it down to that.
Yeah, nice colors. Can you see the comments list?
Oh, no,
Yeah.
let me.
Just by the way.
No.
Like,
Yeah, Chris said good use of sound effects and the jump cuts. And Elliot liked your color scheme in that. And then Kirk said I like the crashing plates at the end.
Yeah, that's my own little. I have to add a little bit of humor to everything.
Might take a little longer for your takeout to be
I
ready.
might not receive quite as quickly. I mean, the idea with the music was to make 1 minute seem like a long wait, which it was. I was waiting for at least a half an hour. It's a slow, they're very slow service, but really good quality food.
At least they're
Worth
good
it.
quality, huh? Yeah.
Jump cut. Chris said jump cuts. Yeah, I tried to make them so they weren't quite so jarring. What is this? Is that what they make TIE fighters? I don't understand
think
that.
It's a Star
In
Wars
Thailand?
joke.
Oh, I don't know.
Like TIE fighters in Thailand.
Oh, I don't know Star Wars.
Okay. That's funny.
Yeah.
Any constructive criticism were the jump cuts too jarring?
No, I thought that it was fine. I didn't think it was jarring.
Oh, great!
Yeah.
Chris is comparing me with Godard, so yeah, you know,
There you go.
we learn from the masters, you know.
Yeah. Or they learn from us too, right?
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Can
Well,
they hear me, or do I have to write?
no, they can hear. Yeah.
They can hear you, yeah. You're live, broadcasting worldwide.
Worldwide. Well, thank you very much, Tom.
Hey, thank you. Always
Yeah.
a pleasure to see you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks,
hope to
Tom.
see you again next
That's
month.
really cool to see you all the way from the other side of the world. What time is it there, by the way?
It's 9:30 in the morning,
Okay.
so a decent hour.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm a day ahead of you.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
So it's Monday here.
9:30
So-
tomorrow morning.
Yeah. So if there's anything you know about Monday, let me know. I'll give the heads up.
Excellent.
Great.
Cool, Tom.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. So is Dan in the house?
Yeah,
Sarah?
I saw him
Oh, okay.
and then he disappeared. So maybe he'll come back soon. Oh, there we go.
Is he backstage? And then Chris
Nice.
Tucker is, I guess, and Elliot's up.
Yeah.
After Dan.
So
Yeah.
Dan, I'm adding you, and then Chris and Elliot, you're up next. Yeah, Tom Ballard is in Thailand right now.
Yeah.
Hello, Dan.
Hi, how you doing, Sarah?
Good. How are you?
Okay.
Good to have you back after a few months away.
Yeah, I had just personal things, but back in action again.
Nice.
Try again.
Huh.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to say anything about your film before we press play?
Well, it took me a long time to make it. I did it in like modules, put it all together. Had computer issues and slow internet and all that fun stuff. So it took me a while, but I did the best I can. It's not perfect, but the humor side is there and NBC. So yeah, it was fun doing it, experimenting. And I just did the first take. I don't know if I did actual tapes, but you know, I had to get the green screen effect. I used Pinocchio. Was it Pinocchio Studio or Video Studio? That was, I think it was Pinocchio Studio. It's a really slow program. I think I'm going to switch to Video Studio. It got the same, basically, green screen effects and screen recording, things I need. So it was fun making it. So
Cool.
enjoyed it.
Awesome. Well, shall we
Should we
watch
roll
it?
it?
Let's roll it.
Cool.
This is Professor Delightful Dan doing an experiment. I have built a 15 billion watt transmitter and antenna, which is outside my lab. And I will attempt to transmit to outer space. I will transmit. This is Earth calling outer space. Earth calling outer space. Do you copy? Once more after tuning the dial. Okay, this is Earth calling outer space. Earth calling outer space. Do you copy?
This is Leonard Lasagna. We have received your transmission and must inform you that you are in serious violation of our transmission policy. Since this is a restricted frequency, therefore we must execute your punishment. In 5 seconds, you and your planet Earth will be completely destroyed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That was awesome. Where's Dan?
I had no on.
There you are. That was so much fun.
So it took me a while to do all the modules and recording of the alien.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how did you do the eyes?
The eyes, I used Facebook Live, and they got some different effects when you use Facebook Live. So I recorded that and saved it to my phone and had it transferred to my studio program. And of course, you know, internet and slow and downloading, uploading, and where it took a while. But I understand Zoom has got some features. Facebook Messenger has got some features like that too. So explore that option too for the next.
Yeah, it's a fun idea.
Yeah. So something else I was going to say about it. Forgot that. Yeah. Did you understand the alien pretty good?
Yeah, I could understand the alien.
Yes. Planet Yugoslavia.
Uh-oh. Seems like maybe his Wi-Fi connection's not Not very
Ah.
stable. Keeps dropping off.
That
Oh, here we go.
was a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, it was.
Going on in and out. Just like me.
Yeah, we keep losing you.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why that is. I don't know.
Chris said it's the aliens.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
They didn't seem to like you.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
any comments out there? And,
Yeah.
other suggestions?
Let's see. Yeah, Elliot or Chris said that Alien FCC doesn't have a sense of humor.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Kirk had the same question about the hearts and other graphics.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Right.
funny.
Well. Yeah. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's my pleasure.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was cool.
Yeah. We'll see you again next month, hopefully.
Yeah, you bet. Maybe I'll get in time to do the printing film. I didn't get that in time. So try again. Take care of it.
Yeah. All right.
Bye, Dan.
All right. So now we have Chris and Elliot, and then after them is Warner.
Is Warner in the house?
Warner's in the house. I know.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. I'm going to add Chris and Elliot here.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
So Chris is you're muted.
Yeah. Oh, still can't hear you.
I'm just kidding.
There we go.
Dang. So much with humor, huh?
So this is our movie. We collaborated on this. Elliot did all the photography, and I did all the editing. And then I'm gonna suggest next time that we switch roles. So I'll shoot next time, and then Elliot will do the editing. All right, we were trying to get Martin Ishihara involved in this too, but he didn't want to do it this time. But maybe next time. So Elliot, you want to talk about your shooting?
Sure. Yeah. I thought Martin would send some stuff too, maybe even Chris. So I didn't shoot too much, but I was also trying to maybe shoot less and do more with less on this. But I wasn't expecting it, just my footage only. So yeah, I was surprised by what Chris did with it. Is really creative.
Oh, cool.
And
Yes.
yeah.
As soon as Elliot sent me his footage, and as soon as I heard, there's a scene where he plays piano, and as soon as I heard that, something like that, I had the idea to do what I did in the movie, which is unusual. Usually when I come up with ideas for making a film, it can take hours. Like I'll just sit there and think and reject all kinds of stuff, and it's kind of a struggle. But this time it just kind of popped in my head. And it was edited in Final Cut Pro 10. And I did the audio, the music myself. I'm not a musician, but I used GarageBand to kind of arrange Elliot's piano playing with some drums.
Oh, cool.
That you can do this like an automatic or semi-automatic drum feature in Final Cut, or not Final Cut, but GarageBand.
Chris
Cool.
goes by DJ Tucker now.
Yeah, right.
DJ Tucker.
Nice.
Cool. Oh, should we roll it?
Yeah, roll it.
Yeah, cool. Nice.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. So what was I guess, Elliot, what were you shooting for if you didn't know what the film would look like? Were you just filming to see what
Yeah.
would happen with it?
Yeah, I thought about things, receiving things like the keyboard receiving the fingers, the deck receiving the rain. And I thought about, how receiving, like showing some physical elements of receiving stuff, but also like non-physical. It's like the sound waves, are the physical element, but you're also transmitting like a feeling, which is like non-physical. And that's like transmitting through that. So I kind of like thinking stuff like that. And like the ear is the receiving end of that. And that was kind of what I was thinking. Yeah.
Cool.
Great.
Cool. Yeah. Kirk said he liked the book ending, Chris, that you did.
Yeah. It kind of starts one way and then ends the reverse. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Warner liked the kitchen shot where you were opening the tapes or the film up.
Yeah. I received that that day. And so I said, oh, well, I should throw this in there.
Yeah. It was perfect timing.
Yeah. eBay.
Yeah.
Receiving from eBay.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
That's some new film that you're going to shoot, or
Yeah.
like old new film, like unexposed film.
New old film.
That one's particularly old. I think that stuff is probably like from 80s.
Oh, wow.
Looks
Yeah.
like it. Yeah, it's got the 80s color on the packaging.
Yeah.
They're really into
Yeah.
rainbows in the 80s.
Uh-huh.
So you guys have been collaborating on Minimovies for a long time.
Yeah, like
Oh.
2016, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
been
Wow.
Yeah.
going on 5 years now.
Nice.
5-year
My
anniversary.
God. Wow.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah. We do an anniversary film or something.
Yeah. Tom said it was interesting to have the separate photographer and editor to make sense of the images.
Yeah, and we didn't plan it either. Elliot just sent me. Yeah, I didn't tell him give me this other than receive. So he just sent me some stuff, and then he didn't tell me what to do either. We just kind of let it happen, which is
Yeah.
unusual. A lot of times we'll storyboard and have a script and all that kind of stuff, but this time just
Just
whatever.
let it happen.
Experimental. Like
Yeah.
it.
Nice. You
Yeah.
guys have worked together enough that you trust the other person. You built that
Yeah,
relationship up.
Yeah.
Be like, here, take my footage, do what you want with it.
yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, and Jesse really liked the wine pouring shot.
That was beautiful. I like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
phone focuses really quickly
It does, doesn't it? Yeah,
because
they
you
got
shot that on your phone, I presume.
iPhone. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Nice.
Yeah, I knew the light would play around with the glass and then the wine, so that's why I got that angle.
Cool.
Cool. Well, thank you guys so much. That was
Sure.
awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks,
See
guys.
you next month.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you. So Warner.
All right,
see.
Warner. And then after Warner, we have Jeff, who isn't here tonight, and then Kirk here after that, just to let you
Okay.
know.
We're just gonna like roll Jeff's film.
Yeah, he didn't give me
Yeah.
anything to say, so we'll just roll it. But Warner, I'm adding you in.
All right, so it's great to be back, and it's good to see some of the regulars. I'll say too.
Yeah. Good to
Yeah,
see.
it's good to see you.
Definitely. Yeah, and it's a cool format. Just that you guys have, I'm a little bit familiar with this, so yeah, it's good to see how that's going for you with SteamYard.
Sweet. So where are you sitting now?
So yeah, I'm in Chicago. I moved, about 2.5 years ago. I relocated here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's been a little while. Yeah. So I'm on the West Loop. So basically, I would say just about a mile west of downtown Chicago. Yeah.
Okay. So this whole pandemic is your
Cool.
fault, right?
I feel like it. I know. I mean, Elliot and I were talking about it. I mean, like, man, the Lights Out series, this just plays right into it, you know?
Yeah. So how do you feel about that? You any guilt at all?
I do. Yeah, I feel really sad about it. I think it's Jesse's fault. Since, you remember Jesse made that one. He did a couple too that were easing right into the dystopian.
Yeah.
But it's been interesting.
Yeah, bringing us right into it.
I know. Just the footage alone. I mean, I didn't have to do much work for this particular screening. So
Just go downtown and shoot empty, eerie streets.
Exactly. I already had some shots, and I started thinking, gosh, you know, it's been a while. I need to get that out here again with a Minute Movie Operation. So that's kind of a glimpse of how I'm seeing it unfold in Illinois context, which, like you guys and California and New York, is on sort of severe lockdown, and kind of where I think it could be going or not going. But it's interesting for sure. So that's kind of the context. Yeah.
Cool.
It's good to be back.
Yeah. And do you want to give a little bit of a more context to anyone who hasn't seen any of your other ones?
Thank you. Yes. So for a few years now, I've been doing kind of a series based on some of the keywords, and the series, the overall series, has been called Lights Out. So not in any one particular order, but the general idea is this sort of impending global financial reset, and, you know, populations being put into sort of centers, internment camps, you know, more and more control. So the timing was perfect, you know, with how things are panning out now, with a lot of these extended shutdowns. And that's kind of what brings us to this episode. So you could kind of look at this as like a prequel, another prequel. So
okay.
Yeah. So, and a shout out to Elliot. It's good to collaborate with him. As you guys know, he's helped with some of the drone attacks and the missiles and the explosions. And in this instance, he helped as well.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
So, yep. So I guess I'll mute out. So
All of Illinois is moving to Tier 3 resurgence mitigations.
The governor's announcement, more restrictions, including new capacity limits for retailers.
7 and 8. That's Southern Illinois and Chicago's south suburbs and western suburbs will join Region 1, Northwestern Illinois.
And we need you to keep your distance. And we need you to get your flu shot. And we need you to plan a very small, household-only, safe Thanksgiving.
Emergency alert. Tier 5, 7, and 8 residents to remain home until district traces arrive. At-risk and non-vaccinated citizens will be transported to green zone facilities. Missing family members to receive immediate red level status.
So I need everybody's help talking to one another, saying, you know, we really need to rethink Thanksgiving. We need to really rethink this party that you wanted to have. Maybe we can just put this off. We heard that the vaccine's coming. Maybe we should think about after we get the vaccine and most of people have gotten the vaccine, then we'll just do it.
So Warner, you're still muted. Yeah.
Excellent.
That was
So we brought a little bit of AI into it, and then tried to mold the vaccine narrative and the tracking, the contract tracing that we're already starting to hear about in the media, of course, and in the lockdown. So a lot of this is happening in front of our eyes, you know, regardless of what side of politics you fall and regardless of what you think about the COVID, you know. So it's interesting. But I know the audio was the audio okay? We worked on that.
Yeah, it worked.
Balance
And it
it
was
out.
something, you know, the kind of audio that you would have invented for your film and like gotten people to do the voices of those, and you could just use like newscasters, which is
Great.
so crazy. Yeah.
Those are real clips from the Illinois state advisories and, you know, the officials suggesting this and that and telling a certain narrative. So those are all real clips. That's what's unbelievable about this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. You know, 2 years ago when we were watching them in the screenings, you know, it was just some fictional world you were creating. And now it's like, we're starting to live it.
You really can't make this up. I mean, it's to me fascinating. And again, I won't get into my personal thoughts on the matter beyond just that the way it's all unfolding, it's literally out of a movie. That's what I'll say. So it's been fun. So it's kind of woken me up too to see what other, because there's so much footage out there just locally, you know, with what I'm seeing in my neighborhood or communities. So yeah, it should be interesting. So
yeah,
good to be back though. Yeah, check it out.
So Chris says it's so dystopian, but it's also just normal. And
Yeah. Jesse asked real audio clips or video clips. I'm guessing that was both.
Right. So those were real audio clips from the governor of Illinois, Pritzker, as well as his top brass for the health department. And then I wrote the section that Elliot authored with the animation with the character. So I wrote that part with kind of where I see this going is whether it's corporations or governments, there might be some element of vaccination rollout. And so I wrote that part about the contact tracers coming to your house and sort of going door to door. So we'll see if that's how it goes, but.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
So yeah, be careful of the narrative though this time, Warner. So.
I will. Well, I'm working on another one with which Elliot also helped. It just needs to be tweaked. So, and that's a lighter topic. So sometimes I like to take a break from this. So we'll see if that makes its appearance.
Your dog's going to show up again?
Maybe. Yeah, there might be a canine or something else. Yeah. It's a self-help guy. I won't give away too much, but I might be able to tweak that into a. Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah.
Well, hey, it's so good to see you again, Warner.
Hey, man, thanks for having me. Yeah, it's great to see you guys in this virtual format, and it's good to be back. Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. Hope to see you again.
For sure. Yeah, safe travels, Sarah, too.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So next up we have Jeff. Who, unfortunately can't make it tonight, but we've still got his minute movie.
Cool.
So let's roll it.
See how it rolls.
Hey, No Problem the Thinker here. Hope you're all doing well tonight. Jeff asked me to stop by. He's on a Zoom meeting with the Squirrels, one of Seattle's legendary bands from back in the day, or even pre-Nirvana day. They used to have a Squirrel Christmas show where fallen angels were security and they'd spit beer on the crowd, and you never knew what was going to happen. It was a good time had by all. So you just want me to make sure and let you know how much we appreciate the kind words and encouragement we've received over the past few months, and to help us get better at what we're trying to do here. So you all have a good night, a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and look forward to seeing you again in January. Take care.
It's a nice message.
Yeah, it's pleasant. Cool too.
Yeah. I noticed Nosebum has a mask now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So did
Well, if
that
anyone
seem
has any comments for Jeff, you should find his film on the playlist and leave some comments for him so he can see those. Or you
So
can
how's
leave them
it-
here too, and I'll send them over.
cool? How's the audio on that? Seemed a little low.
It was a little quiet. Yeah.
Okay. I'm wondering if it's. I hope I think I got it cranked up on my end. I hope I'm not doing something wrong. But were the other levels on the other films good?
Yeah, the other ones were fine.
Okay.
I think it might have just been his film.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that other character in the background. Kirk and Chris. We'll have to ask him next time.
Huh. The origin
Yeah.
story. Yeah.
All right. Kirk, are you ready to join us? I'm going to add you in. And then after Kirk, it's my film, and then Jesse.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Things are going good. Yeah, I enjoyed working on this one. Again, just went by the the first thing that came to my mind, which for some reason was a spy story. I wanted to do a spy story with Perceive, and so I thought about live drops, or what they call dead drops. Dead drops being where some agent will plant something someplace for someone else to recover. And I ended up going that direction because I thought that it would be easier to tell a story that way. And also wanted to do something a little bit simpler than the last couple I've done. Something that wasn't going to take quite as much time. And in fact, this one was one of the quickest minute movies for me to make, in spite of the fact that it has a relatively long run time. Went over time again. Sorry, Sarah.
Yeah, it is a little over.
Yeah, a little bit over. But yeah, that's what I have for the introduction.
Cool.
Well, let's watch it.
If you are ready, I would like you to take some dictation.
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
I have to get a note out with these contracts that have to get out this morning.
Yes, sir.
Now then, this note goes to Mr. John Wayne.
John Wayne.
Mrs. Carmichael, Mr. Wayne is a client, and when I dictate correspondence to him, I wish you would refrain from going, "Gah!"
I can't help it. He's my all-time favorite.
Nevertheless, I wish you wouldn't fall apart every time I mention his name.
I just wish he was here to pick up the pieces.
I am not interested in whom you would like to be picked up by. Now, Mrs. Carmichael, let's get busy, please. When you sit down, you can't take dictation standing up. All right. Now then, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Dear
Nice.
And then mute. Yeah. A little mysterious there, huh?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I wanted it to be a little open to interpretation on exactly what what was going on there. But basically, the implication being that the fact that the dead drop had been stolen and received by the wrong person um, led to the um, assassination of that man.
Hmm.
Huh. Watching the sitcom, huh?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. So fortunately, I was actually a little bit worried about that. What audio I was going to play, because with that shot, it's not obvious that they're watching TV. And so unless it was something that was obviously
Oh, you're kind of breaking up there.
yeah, there we go. Unless it was
There we go.
obviously the sound of a TV show, then it would have been a very awkward scene. But that episode of the Lucy Show is public domain.
Yeah.
And
Nice,
I
yeah.
really liked the contrast between the comedy there and the violence of the scene. Yeah, so that's let's see here, looking at the comments here. Yeah, the chalk marking.
Yeah, Warner said he liked
so that's a
that.
technique that's not. Yeah, the chalk marking is a technique used to by some to mark dead drop locations and mark that a dead drop has actually been planted. The sitcom in the background we talked about, the pan from the living room to the kitchen. I was pretty happy with that myself.
Yeah, that was
and
nice.
then let's see here. Only thing that seemed off to me was the hiding place was not well marked. Why? Well, so the reason why the hiding place would not be well marked, and presumably this would be for the dead drop location, is because the person for whom the dead drop was intended would know exactly where to find it. And so dead drops are supposed to be the sort of place where the uninitiated would never, look to find, but somebody that knows what they're looking for would find very quickly. So that's kind of the idea there. And then got that they were watching TV. Like I said, if it had just been music or something like that, then it might have been a little bit awkward. But with the sitcom
having
going
that
on in the
soundtrack
background,
really,
you know.
yeah, and that juxtaposition between that you were talking about, between the sitcom background and the violence of the scene, or the implied violence of the scene, rather.
Yeah. The other kind of happy coincidence was that truck that was parallel parking there, which just so happened to be orange, and kind of balanced out the scene a little bit, and it's just complementary, the colors complementing the color of the bricks.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting how that truck pulled in. Wasn't sure if he was part of the movie at first, but
if someone was going to jump out of it and
yeah, that would have been pretty hard to coordinate right there.
Yeah. Well, nice. That was good.
Thanks.
Even though it was over time, it didn't feel like it dragged on.
No, and again, it was easy to make too. There really aren't that many shots in that short. And a lot of them were static. So that shot of the dead drop being planted and then the dead drop being stolen was all one continuous shot, with a second shot later filmed of the dead drop being kind of stamped into the ground a little bit, inserted in there. Then the second shot of me trying to find the dead drop, third shot of me from across the street, which that shot there was influenced by a shot from The Man Who Knew Too Much, Hitchcock flick, where the characters are filmed from a great distance, and you see a conversation going on, and you know exactly what the nature of the conversation is because the context that's you've been introduced to you, by that scene, without having to actually hear any of the dialogue.
Huh. Cool.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome.
Huh. Nice shot. Nice little film. The receiving.
Thanks.
So, did not receive.
Wrong person received.
Wrong person received.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, Kirk. It's good to see you.
Yeah. Cool. Happy holidays.
You too.
Happy holidays.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
All right.
Oh.
Mine's up next.
Yours
and
up
then
next.
Jesse.
So what do you have to say for yourself?
Let's see. My husband and I have been talking about making a film like this for a while. And this was a good opportunity to do it. I am working on a longer version of it that's like 12 minutes long. So this is a very, very condensed version of that long one. And yeah, I don't know. Let's just watch it.
Okay.
Just watch it.
Very creative.
Yeah, I like some of the comments that came in. Chris would have had all kinds of horrible hand mangling and blood. Funny if he was making a toothpick. That would have been funny. Whole log down to one little.
Yeah, yeah. So that some of the cherry wood from your yard?
Yeah, we took out a cherry tree in the spring that was dead in the yard. And yeah, it's been sitting in the front for a while. Made a nice spatula.
Spatula.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to receive that as a gift.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. So we decided to film it. We watch a lot of woodworking films together. And we've been talking about making a woodworking movie for a while.
Nice.
Yeah. But we didn't want to make one of those like presenter kind of tutorial films. We wanted to just have it be more atmospheric, like you're watching someone making something, instead of them teaching you how to make it. So yeah, the longer version of it is just kind of more in depth of all of the steps. Yeah. Instead of a quick overview. Yeah.
So there's quite a bit of spoon carving videos on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking because it's like 2 minutes long now, but if it was 1 minute, that's a great Instagram length.
You can put it on
IGTV.
Yeah.
But if it's 1 minute, then someone can like watch the whole thing in their feed without having to click into it.
Well, that's true.
But I guess people are used to IGTV, so it doesn't really matter.
So you're gonna start doing a series of videos of all the various things and on your homestead, North Seattle.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what we've talked about is just because he's always making stuff. So just, filming stuff and finding things. So we have a nice like table, coffee table kind of thing in our front yard that's just a round wood from a tree that we found.
That was about 800 pounds.
Yeah, something like that. Found it and built a stand for it and set it up. And then from that same cherry tree, actually, we took the main part of the trunk and there was like a chunk that was rotted out of it, like a quarter of it. So we carved a bench out of it. So it's like 3/4 of the tree that was not rotted.
Nice.
There's a bench sitting at the coffee table. They're 2 very, very large, heavy pieces of furniture in the front yard.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, well, I saw what?
Process looks familiar to me.
It was based off of a description of one of your processes.
Ah. You mean like one of the spoons that I made, like this one?
Yeah, like that one. Colin says you're his one and only spoon carving teacher.
Or this one that I made from alder tree that fell in my yard.
Yeah. Do you just have wooden spoons ready for display at any moment?
They happen to just be like that's on the table right here, actually.
You didn't like pre-watch the film and you're like, I know.
No, I didn't. I was actually in the moment. I was like, hey, wait a minute. I've got a couple spoons right here.
All right.
Cool.
Well, Jesse is up next. I did see him pop in for a second, but then he disappeared again.
Oh.
So Hopefully, he comes back.
Jesse in the house.
Jesse.
The marvelous, intrepid, long-standing Minute Movies filmmaker.
Yeah. Oh, here he is again. All right, Jesse, I'm going to add you to the stream.
Standing Minute Movies filmmaker.
Got me?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Hey, guys.
here he is. Your YouTube video or close it? Stream.
I need to close something else out. Hang on.
Filmmaker.
There we go.
There we go. Sorry about that. Hey, guys. How you doing?
Real good.
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 Good. Yeah, no, just what have I got to say this time to introduce? Just me, just constantly looking at intense stuff and moody stuff and edgy stuff. I'm pretty happy with a natural narrative on this one. I hope it comes across. So that's all I've got to say to introduce it.
So Chris thinks it's pretty ominous that you're in a recliner. What have you done, Jesse?
Yeah, Elliot likes the wide angle shot. All right.
Yeah.
Let's play it. Also a little bit long.
Sorry about that.
Have you received it yet? You will know. And we remind you, you reached out to us. You needed us. We're just humble servants. And you have been accepted. But once you take possession, there is no way back and only one way out. But remember why you are here. Can you still hear it? Smell it? Is it not burnt in? Let me remind you. You haven't slept in what, 4 years? You can't close your eyes, can you? Can't shake it, can't get stoned enough, or high enough, or drunk enough. Nothing works. Not talk, not meditation, not Jesus. You need out. You just need out. You just want it to stop. And we have the answers. And you know it. But our ways and our techniques are special and ancient. Macbeth tried to wash his hands. We don't. The only thing better than sex lust is bloodlust. So go ahead. Take possession. Send us a sign. And feast with us.
So yeah,
Yeah. Chris was,
you know, like
Chris was not in favor of any of the decisions you made. Download the message, pick up the bag.
What's that? Oh, download the message or pick up the bag.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, Chris was talking earlier about, you know, sometimes it just takes a long time to, as everybody knows, to think of it, right? To let it come to you. And you know, I spent probably an hour, 2 hours just sitting and thinking about it and letting it churn. And I wanted something intense as usual. Yeah, I was happy with the shots, the close-up shots. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to do something, you know, like a who are they? I mean, who are they, right? You called us, you contacted us. Well, who are they? You know, I'd like to, if I built on the story more, I'd like to, you know, eventually reveal who they are, what is in the bag. And I got to thinking about terrorist cells and how they might recruit somebody and start giving them power, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely some blackmail in there too, it seemed like. At least that was my interpretation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, you know, some comments in the comment section about, yeah, it was intense and interesting question of what's in the bag and what's going on. It's definitely like intriguing, intense.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you for that. Yeah.
Yeah. And Warner liked the steady single shots that you used.
Pretty common for me, right?
Yeah. I guess one man band is
Yeah.
lends itself to steady single shots.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, so it sounds like he's got into something he shouldn't have gotten into and got found out, and they were out, you know, giving him the only an option to get deeper in, basically, looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you, Jesse. Another intense film that makes everyone stop and pause.
Thank gosh, you know. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not in that situation, but okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks. Yeah. See you next month.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. So last up is the Franken film.
So who's Frank?
Who's Frank? Indeed.
And is Frank in the film?
Frank is not in the film. Maybe
No.
one day there will be a character named Frank.
Okay.
Yeah. Well.
So you're gonna tell us about this one, or is it just gonna be a surprise for everybody except for you?
It's always a surprise for everybody. Well, I guess the concept of the Franken film, what we're getting into right now, is I write a script, and people sign up to be part of the Franken film, and I break that script up into a bunch of different pieces and send those pieces out to everyone who signed up. And no one knows what's going on. All they know is their little piece of the script, and they film it and send it back to me, and then I edit all the little pieces back together. And this is it.
See how it goes.
and see how it goes.
Yeah.
And I thought this one turned out pretty good. I thought the format of the script that I wrote lended itself well to the Frankenfilm style.
Awesome.
We'll see what you guys think.
Cool.
All right.
I just received the numbers for the last quarter.
And? Dismal. How are we going to manage? We need more consumption, more people buying things, more.
More? Yes, of course.
But why?
Why?
Yeah, why? What's the point? Where does it end?
It never ends. We just keep growing more and more and more.
What's wrong with just being? We can thrive where we are right now. We're perfectly balanced.
Nonsense.
It's not nonsense. It's the truth. We can live here comfortably forever.
Business isn't about living comfortably. It's about growing and doing better and constant struggle.
But why?
Because that's how it's done.
Why?
Because
the world has enough stuff.
Why are you even in business?
Because I want to sell things that help people, not just to sell things.
We are enough where we are. Nice.
Yeah. The audio seemed a little
Okay.
out of balance. I thought I had the music quieter than that, but
It was good though. I like the script. Yeah, a little bit of commentary on the scene of this time of year. You know, it brings up all those notions of overconsumption and why.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that animation. Warner's mentioned that. Who did that?
that was Kirk.
Kirk.
Yeah.
Awesome. Kirk.
Yeah,
Wow.
the animation was cool.
Yeah. Little red T-shirt on the caterpillar.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. Little Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Kirk said that was probably the most easy to follow of all the Franken films to date.
Huh.
Yeah. It was easy to follow, and I think having the short sentences going back and forth was part of that. I don't know. Try next month and see see how it goes again. Maybe shorter dialogue instead of big paragraphs.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does it does mean that I sent it out and everyone has all these disjointed sentences that don't make any sense together.
But it was actually easier to act because you only had like one word or a few words, short little phrase, and then you could look at your script and remember your next line.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the signups for the next Franken film will be going out soon, so keep an eye out on Meetup and Facebook for that if you want to be part of it.
January 2021.
January 2021.
And
No, next year.
2020 will be in hindsight at that point.
Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah.
All right. After that dad joke, shall we see what the theme is for next month?
what the theme is? Okay, so we're gonna try something new. I got my phone, and I'm gonna like point it at the Minute Movie Ball.
All right. I'll wait for you to
Back
get a little
to it.
settled so we don't make people seasick.
Okay,
Okay.
here
And
we
then
go. Ready? Here we go.
oh, I can't see it.
Oh, sorry.
Expand.
Get in focus. There we go.
There we go. Expand. Cool.
Expand.
It's a good word to start a new year.
Yeah, that is a good word. Minute movies. The Magic Minute Movie Ball.
Magic Minute Movie Ball. Ready to expand.
Yeah, expand your awareness, expand your consciousness. Yeah, expand your pod. Yeah. How many pods do you have by now? I'm in about like 8 of them.
You're only supposed to have one pod.
Wait, oh no, you're a
One.
loser.
You're not collecting them.
I've got at least 8. I'm
It's
working
not
on a
Pokemon.
couple
You
more.
gotta not catch them all. Don't catch anything.
Oh,
No
that more was
catching.
better. More is better.
No, the moral of that movie was more is not better.
Oh, okay. I should watch that movie again.
You should remember your own part from it again.
I do. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, a good reminder from Warner if you're tweeting or Instagramming or any of that, use the hashtag Minute Movies. Yeah. So you can follow hashtags and stuff, and we can see all your things. And if you're, taking any behind the scenes photos while you're in production, that'll be fun to share out too.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, get ready to expand your minds next month.
Expand your awareness.
Expand your awareness.
Yeah, and let's expand our Minute Movies.
Yeah, and bring your friend. Expand the Minute
Tell your
Movies.
friends and families and all your pod members.
Of your singular pod.
All your pods.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for coming. If you want to watch anything again, they're all in the YouTube playlist. So you can watch that again. And
feel free to hit the donate button.
oh yeah, we have a Patreon. If you want to head over there and sign up to be a patron. Yeah, since we're not doing in person, you can't hand me $5 in cash at the screening. So doing the Patreon online. Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So
well, thank you to all the filmmakers. A really nice set of films this month, as usual.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're not meeting next week for the community meetings. So we'll see you all next month for Expand.
Expand. In next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.